Imagine being forced to leave your home, family, and everything you know due to persecution, violence, and poverty. This is the reality for millions of immigrants who have come to our country seeking shelter and a better life. The US immigration system is broken and tearing families apart, demanding for immediate and meaningful reforms. Today, I want to discuss the problems with our current immigration policies and the impact on immigrants and our society and propose alternative solutions. First, I want to discuss problems with the current immigration policies. Next, the impact on immigrants and our society. And finally, alternative solutions. As we stand today in our nation's history, it is important that we take a look at our immigration system. Let's take a look at the problems with our current policies and explore some of the consequences they have on immigrants and our society. According to Human Rights Watch, the Trump administration's family separation policy, which resulted in thousands of children being separated from their parents at the US Mexican border, it was a grave violation of human rights. First, inhumane treatment with policies prioritize detention and deportation over compassion and understanding, leading to harsh conditions in detention centers and family separations. Policies fail to address the roots of immigration, such as poverty, violence, and lack of opportunities in countries of origin. According to the Migration Policy Institute, U.S. immigration policies have not been effective to reduce unauthorized immigration and have instead led to a range of unintended consequences. And lastly, the current system is also plagued by a massive backlog of cases, leading to length, delays, and uncertainty for immigrants. According to the Transitional Records Access, the backlog pending immigration cases has grown significantly in recent years, with some immigrants waiting years for their cases to be resolved. The devastating consequences of policies don't stop at the statistics or laws themselves. They have a profound impact on the lives of immigrants and our society. Let's explore the far reaching effects of these policies on both immigrants and our communities. The current immigration policies have a profound and far reaching impact on both immigrants and our society, causing harm and limiting potential benefits to the society. The policies led to family separation, causing trauma and long term psychological damage on both children and adults. According to the National Immigration Law Center, family separation can have severe and long lasting effects on the mental health and well being of children and families. Fear and anxiety. Immigrants live in fear of deportation, leading to anxiety and stress and uncertainty about their future. According to the Pew Research Center, nearly 7 in 10 Hispanics say that they the current immigration debate has made them worry about their own or their family immigration status. Impact on our society. Missed opportunities and consequences. Current immigration policies not only harm immigrants but also deprive our society of numerous benefits that immigrants bring. By stifling immigration, we missed out on significant economic and cultural contributions that could enrich our nation. Immigrants make significant economic contributions, including starting businesses, creating new jobs, and paying taxes. And most important, they bring food, food that we eat to some groceries and supermarkets. I want to show you this short video that shows how farmers are having difficulties finding people to work at their farms.
In Alabama, farming is more than just a way of life. It's the state's number one industry, and until recent years relied heavily on immigrant workers. But 6 years ago, Alabama introduced the country's harshest anti-illegal immigration law, and undocumented workers left in droves.
They really didn't like it, especially the ones that had a big crop in the field and they lost all their workers.
Third generation farmer Scott Benton says the effect on farming was devastating.
pretty bad that year. Like I said, a lot of people left, and all the workers left, and people were, I already had the crops out there ready to harvest, so they didn't have anybody to pick them. So a lot of farms lost their whole crop and went out of business because they lost all the money.
The wide sweeping law made it illegal to hire or house undocumented workers, and even Hispanic school children were targeted by the authorities. Aware of the need for agricultural workers, Jerry Spencer turned to unemployed Americans, but says after 2 weeks most couldn't cope.
The farmer says, start over here and end over here. And that was the extent of their instructions. With the American workers, they all had to be taught all this and separate, and in addition to the fact that their bodies just were not built for it.
Within weeks of being enacted, the law faced legal challenges from the federal government and local businesses.
As we can see, all local businesses and farmers are having difficulties finding people to work at the farms. Given the profound impact of current immigration policies on families, communities, and our economy, it's clear that a new approach is needed. Let's explore alternative solutions that prioritize humanity, dignity, and economic growth and create a more just and compassionate system that benefits the immigrants and our society. By prioritizing humanity, dignity, and economic growth, and addressing the roots that causes the immigration, we can create a more just and compassionate system that benefits both immigrants and our society. To create a more just and compassionate immigration system, we should consider the following alternative solutions. Prioritize humane treatment and family reunification. The current immigration system can be improved by prioritizing humane treatment and family reunification. This includes providing access to adequate food, water, and medical care and shelter for immigrants. Prioritizing family reunification to allow immigrants to be with their loved ones and build a stable lives, ensuring that immigrants' policies are designed to promote dignity and respect for all individuals. Provide pathways to citizenship. Providing pathways to citizenship to undocumented immigrants can have numerous benefits, including boosting economic growth and increasing tax revenue, allowing immigrants to contribute fully to our society and the economy, and promoting social cohesion and integration. Addressing the roots that causes immigration, such as poverty, violence, and lack of opportunities, can lead to reduced pressures. This includes promoting economic development and poverty reduction in countries of origin. Addressing violence and instability in the countries of origin can create opportunities for the education, job training, and economic development. As we've seen, the current state of immigration policies in the United States, it's so complex. It's a really complex issue that affects not only the lives of immigrants, but also the fabric of our society. The policies we've discussed are inhumane, ineffective, and economically detrimental. It's time for us to rethink our approach and work towards creating a more compassionate system. Today, I have tried to persuade you all in the U.S. immigration system. It is broken and it needs to reform to prioritize humanity, dignity, and to boost our economy. I have shown you the problems with current immigration policies and the inhumane treatment that detention centers have. The massive backlog of cases leading to lengthy delays and uncertainty for immigrants. Immigrants live in fear of deportation, leading to anxiety and stress. Current policies deprive our society of economic and cultural contribution. We also went over some alternative solutions, such as providing pathways to citizenship, which will boost our economic growth, increase tax revenue, and promote social cohesion. Let's work together to advocate for policy change. I encourage lawmakers to prioritize humane treatment, family reunification, and pathways to citizenship, We can also volunteer with organizations that provide essential services for immigrants and advocate for their rights. And by educating others about the importance of immigration reform, that the benefits of a more inclusive and compassionate society. The goal was to create a more just and compassionate system that benefits both immigrants and our society as a whole.